simple dry fruits, namely dry indehiscent and schizocarpic fruits. So now in the backdrop, you can view the elm fruit on the left side, which is an example of schizocarpic fruit. And then on the right side, there is maple keys, which is the fruit produced by the maple tree, and it is an example of dry indehiscent fruit. So before diving into what are simple dry fruits, let's see what are simple fruits. So when a single flower with monocarpellary, that is one carpel, or syncarpophysis, that is when the carpel fuses together, develops into a single fruit, then it is called a simple fruit. So a simple fruit may be either fleshy, like mango, or dry, like wheat. Now let's see what are simple dry fruits. So a simple dry fruit has a dry pericarp. Now pericarp is the outermost layer of an ovary, and they are of the following types: dry dehiscent fruit, dry indehiscent fruit, and schizocarpic fruit. So dry dehiscent fruits have the pericarp. The pericarp in dry dehiscent fruit breaks open at maturity. For example, the legume pea, you can see that at maturity, the pea plant breaks open to give the seed. Now, dry indehiscent fruits, the pericarp does not break open at maturity, for example, sunflower. Now, in case of schizocarpic fruit, the fruit splits at maturity into two or more one-seeded structures called mericarp, for example, the elm fruit. Now, let's see in detail what are dry indehiscent fruits. Now, a dry indehiscent fruit is one which does not dehisce by itself, and the seeds are liberated only by the decomposition of the pericarp. There are 5 types of dry indehiscent fruits, namely the acne, Caryopsis, Cypsela, nut, and Samara. Now, acne. Acne is a small one-seeded dry fruit which develops from a superior monocarpellary ovary with one ovule. In this case, it is a superior ovary, means that the floral part is arranged below the ovary, and it is a monocarpellary type of ovary too. Now, in this type, that is in acne, the pericarp of the fruit is free from the seed coat. The example for acne is mirabilis, which is nothing but the 4 o'clock gland. Now, here is an example of the superior ovary. We can notice that the floral part is arranged below the ovary. That is, the ovary stands superior. This type of arrangement is also known as hypogynous insertion. Next one is Cypsela. It is a small, dry, one-seeded fruit developing from an inferior bicarpellary ovary. In this case, it is an inferior ovary, means that the floral part is arranged above the ovary, and it is bicarpellary syncarpus too. In case of Cypsela, the pericarp is free from the seed coat. For example, members of family Compositae like sunflower, marigold, cosmos, etc. Now here is an example of inferior ovary. We can notice that the floral arrangement is above the ovary. Next one is Caryopsis. Caryopsis is a small, single-seeded dry fruit which develops from a superior monocarpellary ovary. And in this case, the pericarp is fused with the seed coat. For example, grains like rice, maize, wheat, etc. So here you can see the structure of cone. The pericarp and the seed coat are fused together. The next one are nuts. It is a one-seeded dry fruit developing from a superior bi or polycarpellary ovary with the pericarp hard and woody. For example, cashew nut, chestnut, etc. Samara. Samara is a dry, indehiscent one or two-seeded fruit developing from a superior bi or tricarpellary ovary. The interesting part in Samara is that the ovary has flattened wing-like outgrowths. And if the wings are derived from other than the pericarp, for example the calyx, then the fruit is known as a samaroid. Examples of Samara are hippage, shoya, maple keys, etc. Now the next section is a schizocarpic fruit. Now a dry schizocarpic fruit is one in which the fruit breaks up into a number of indehiscent bits called mericarps which encloses the seed. Now later these pericarp decays to liberate the seeds. There are four types of trichocarpic fruits, namely cremocarp, rechma, carcellus, and lomentum. The first type of trichocarpic fruit, which is a cremocarp, is a two-seeded fruit which develops from an inferior bicarpellary ovary. The two mericarps split along the carpophores to which they are attached. Now, the examples for cremocarp are coriander, fennel, etc. Now, fennel is a flowering species in the carrot family. Here you can see the coriander fruit, and it is attached to the central part known as a, the so the mericarp and the dorsal side mericarp can be noticed, and the ventral side mericarp is on the right side. Now, in case of a Funiculum vulgara, which is a scientific name for fennel, you can notice that upon dehiscence, the mericarp and pericarp can be separated into one-seeded carpels. The next one is rechma. This dehisces into three mericarps. For example, castor. Now, the castor, the scientific name of castor is Ricinus communis, which is also known as castor bean. So, the castor bean oil can be used both as a medicine, that is, as a purgative, and it can also be used as a biological warfare weapon, that is, as a poison. We can extract a protein from the castor plant, which are known as ricin, and if we purify the protein, it's actually a deadly poison. Now, the next one is carcellus. This dehisces into four mericarps. Now, the example for this one is ocimum, that is basil, which is nothing but the tulsi plant. The next one is lomentum. Lomentum is a constricted legume. The fruit is constricted between seeds and it usually breaks up into bits containing one or more seeds. For example, mimosa, acacia, etc. Now, the mimosa is the one which is produced by the Mimosa pudica, that is a touch-me-not plant. In case of acacia, you can notice the constrictions which are between the seeds. Here is a diagrammatic representation of the mericarp in case of Mimosa pudica and the lomentum. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.